Good morning and thank you for tuning in. This is Walter Mithkite reporting for GNN, the Gielinor News Network. It is another week of very light news, so I hope the old saying, no news is good news, rings true today. A minor announcement came down from the Justice Administration and Governors of Exchange, that is JAGX, this morning, that they will be increasing travel standards in preparation for the Port Phasmatys Sailing Authority's sailing license expansion sometime this autumn. Many are doubtful that the PSSA will be able to have their rules and regulations ready for adventurers to set sail, so it seems JAGX is doing their best to help the PSSA to dispel those rumors. The first change JAGX is making? Forcing the leaders of the city parish of Port Phasmatys to change their offerings on the city entrance tolls. No longer are there two options to pass and pay toll, but a single pass option. Our ground team was able to get this testimonial from a Port Phasmatys local. Our translator on the production team has his amulet of ghost speak for moments such as this. It seems the local citizen is upset that the historical options are now condensed to one. Now, new adventurers will never know what it was like to be confused why there were ever two options in the first place. The price of progress. Another travel standard that JAGX has started to enforce this morning are dial-up speeds of the Fairy Ring network. For almost 20 years, the Fairy Godfather has neglected the network. Many viewers may know this neglect to be on purpose, as he is on record in a message intercepted by the Farmers Unionizing Gielinor Network, a group wary of fairies, stating, "Don't bother with those rings. The person we are looking for has nothing to do with those." The Fairy Godfather would later make an announcement that he regrets that fug in letter. Today, however, the Fairy Godfather is finally being forced to update the network, resulting in much higher dial-up speeds. While many are upset that JAGX is allowing the Fairy Godfather to maintain the state monopoly on the network granted by JAGX, this is at least a minor increase in the quality of life for those on the network. A segment of the Bank of Gielinor fumbling their Rune Pouch rebrand is next. After this message from our producer,
Oh man, Walter, I cannot wait to hear what you have to say about that. Talk about an attempt at a classic to modern rebranding that went wrong. I haven't had a chance to look at it myself yet since I've been busy with bingo, but from the pictures that I've seen on my ComOrb, yeesh. At least the combat achievements I pull up on my ComOrb now open up to the same page I was left off on. It was always so annoying having to go through those menus. Anyways, Bingo started Friday, and overall, the board is pretty well balanced. My favorite thing about Bingo is that it brings the whole clan out for a couple weeks, primarily to talk smack while we begrudgingly congratulate each other on drops. But this board goes a step further as well, providing tiles that encourage participation from adventurers of all experience levels. There are tiles for completing miscellaneous collection log slots for the fresh adventurers, collection log slots removes apparel for those entering the mid-game, and a request from our admins to have clanmates on our team who haven't completed the Inferno or Coliseum to be the ones who get the halfway combat achievements for those pieces of content. Of course, your standard experience tiles are there, and many of our collection log slot tiles are content that is super new. Just before I recorded this segment, I was doing some Slayer, trying to get that imbued heart, but hey, because it is bingo, I'll settle for the gym. So far, this is our team's progress. For unique drop tiles, we have the Doom, Corporeal Beast, Moons, God Wars Dungeon, Nightmare, the Forgotten Four, Corrupted Gauntlet, a Raid Purple, and the Slayer Demons left. Sadly, the pet tile is always a determining factor for the winner in bingo, so unless we get lucky, we're most likely not going to win, since the team in the lead already has that tile. Bingo is too fun to stop trying though, so once we have all of the other tiles, I just might find myself killing Sarachnis or Scurius for a quick pet. Alright, I could go on forever about Clan Bingo, and I am so excited that the Gridmaster event starts in only a couple weeks, but my segments have only one purpose: to thank you, the viewers. It's because of viewers like you that like and subscribe to our broadcast that we're able to show up each week on the RuneTube app on your ComOrb. So really, thank you so much for taking the moment to support our broadcast. Even though corporate news is a dying medium, you guys are bringing us out of its ashes. That's all I have. Back to you at the desk, Walter.
Thank you, Weave. As he mentioned at the beginning of his segment, the Bank of Gielinor has found itself with a metaphorical egg on their metaphorical marketing face. In an attempt to appear more modern, the Bank of Gielinor updated their Rune Pouch interface at all of their branches. Many adventurers are posting across various social media Comorb apps that the new interface is less useful than before and looks worse. While the Bank of Gielinor was well-intentioned with their labeling feature, adventurers would prefer to label their own Rune Pouch presets, especially as you consider the label options provided by the bank are too specific. Some adventurers are saying that labels are something that no one even asked for and aren't needed. This camp relies largely on the argument that since you can see the runes in your pouch preset, there is no need to label it. What you see is what you get. I am sure that as the debate continues online, the participants will be civil and respectful of the other side. And finally, the mastermind behind the Clue Scroll program, Watson, is here to tell us about something that he says has finished being installed at every stash unit around Gielinor. Watson, take it away.
Oh, yes, Walter, my dear friend. Yuri has been snickering around Gielinor the past month, updating all of the stash units with a feature that I have programmed to go live this morning. As you know, adventurers hate having to manage their inventory and equipped items for their remote clue steps. Now, the only thing they have to manage is your inventory with my new invention. I call it the Evacuate. E for easy, vac for vacuum, of course, and U, since it takes the equipment right off of the adventurers. It takes them right off of you. As for 8, our final model is the 8 one. Our previous 7 models had bugs that we didn't think adventurers would be too fond of. One model had a rather large problem of taking the gear off of the adventurers and not wanting to release it. Fear not! All of your gear will be vacuumed and deposited without losing any of your stash items or your money back.
Sorry, wait, Watson, what money have clue hunters invested in this new system?
Oh, sorry, Walter, you seem to be breaking up. This area has a bad Comorb signal. Goodbye!
Huh. Watson is known for being a slimy character, but I really thought he was better than using marketing tactics like a warranty on a product that he never made people pay for. I mean, what's next? Is someone going to prove that the rumors of third age items coming from clue scrolls being a lie to encourage more people to do them, increasing the price of various commodities used by clue hunters? Surely that isn't the case. In any event, that wraps up our broadcast. Thank you so much for watching, and if you liked or subscribed to this broadcast, we wish to especially thank you. This has been Walter Mithkite for GNN, signing off.